Hello, listeners. Today on Radio Azad's special Ramadan series, we are honored to welcome Mujib Qazi Sahab, the esteemed chairman of the Crescent Charity Foundation, commonly known as TCCF, founded with a mission to empower and uplift the less fortunate. TCCF has been a beacon of hope, providing essential services to those in need. And tonight, we delve into the heart of this noble foundation and discover how it has been changing lives. Assalamu alaikum, Mujib Sahab.
Walaikum salam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you for having me.
You're most welcome. Mujib Sahab, for listeners who may not know Crescent Foundation, what is your mission and what problem are you trying to solve?
Well, the mission of the foundation was to alleviate poverty in disaster-stricken areas in Pakistan, particularly in Kashmir. Uh, the idea came right after when we had a devastating earthquake that demolished pretty much about 1,200 or so schools. We still don't have a healthcare infrastructure in entire region. A lot of kids still go and sit under the tree and try to learn whatever they can. Some of the areas still don't even have even on paper school for girls. So a huge number of population was being deprived of a basic education. So what we wanted to do is to provide them with sort of a hope where they can get education with respectable education, just like I would want to give education to my kids here in the US. So obviously, we started off from our own village. As the saying goes, the charity begins at home.
Right.
So what we did was that we started off donating our own land, a portion of our land for Eidgah, where people used to come and pray Eid. They didn't even have, and this comprised of about 20,000 population. They didn't have a place where they can offer Eid. So that's where the idea started. Next thing we know, then the day of Eid, the rain started. They didn't have a place to pray. So we started building a small mosque. We built a mosque, and then it took us about 3, 4 months. The mosque was built. That motivated us that we can do something bigger. So next thing, we were approached by a few teachers who would teach their kids somewhere sitting on the roof, maybe under the tree. They said, "This Idgah has a pretty a big meadow. Can we use it for our school?" I said, "Sure." That's where the idea came that we need to provide them with the building where they can have school inside respective. So we built the first school within 6 to 9 months, where we have students who come and get education up to grade A. Eighth grade, up to eighth grades. Then there are some girls who wanted to learn, but they didn't have a education, but they wanted to have some sort of skills because they don't have a breadwinner in their homes.
Right.
So we started vocational institute where we taught them how to stitch, and we hired the professional teachers to do that. And after 6 months of crash courses, we provide them with the stitching machines where they can go and live their life, empower them, and have their own self-sustainable life. There was one time that I was there on the day of Eid. I noticed that a lot of people were becoming obese. And I asked them that what causing them to be obese, because you're living in the countryside with the mountain area where you walk all the time. How come that you guys are gaining weight? They were told that, sometimes we have a joint pain in our body, and the guy comes and he sells us some sort of a herbal safoof. And that safoof is something that heals us, but it causes us to have this obesity. So what he was doing, he was crushing the steroid and selling it those innocent people. I told them that you kick him out of the country of your village, I will build you a hospital. So that the next project came. So Alhamdulillah, now we have a hospital where we provide free, medical treatments for acute diseases, something which requires surgeries. We have a contract with another hospital that has all the equipment and specialties. But for the basic needs, for basic primary urgent care, ER, we provide them at no cost to them at a local level. And then request came for another. So now, in a nutshell, that we have 4 schools that are operational that we were able to build in less than 5 years of our services that we have been providing. And then came the flood in
Right.
northern Pakistan, and the demand was that we need to have clean drinking water. So alhamdulillah, so far we have installed little over 330 hand pumps for our because we don't have overhead cost for our organization. We It's 100%. If you give us $100, $100, 100% gets spent at the end user. So nominal cost is like $125 on a pump. And what we do is we have volunteers on ground. They go, they install, and then they send us a small video and the nameplate of a donor, and we send it back to them, and they have it for their record. So the same volunteer goes back and visits and see if there's a minor repair is needing, and then the TCCF takes care of it. So alhamdulillah, clean drinking water, healthcare, education, and community development. And when it comes to development, our basic goal is to make them empowered, self-sustainable, rather than depending on us. We have a ration program where we provide, we collect the list of the individual who are deserving to collect the rations every month. And from them, once we see whether it's a girl or a boy who has grown up to a level where they can start making their own living. So
Right.
we ask them, what skill do you need? If a girl needs a skill to be someone who can stitch clothing, so we will put them in a vocational institute and train them. A boy, he wants to carry on with agriculture business, so we ask them, what do you need? Do you need help to get your land more productive? We provide those agriculture resources. If not, then we buy them. We have done it, that we have provided them with the fruit carts, with rakshas, with small shops. So whatever they need within our budget, so we provide them and ask them that wants to become self-sustainable, make sure you multiply. So we have people that there was one time that they were depending on our organization. Now they are regular contributor. Those same contributors are our volunteers who do the job on the ground. So this is what we have confined ourselves into 4 different areas, and that's where we focus on: education, healthcare, self-sustainable model, community development, and clean drinking water. That's all we do.
That's really good to know, and basically that was a question that I wanted to ask you next, which you answered perfectly. So I don't have to ask you that. And the next question that I have, Mujib Sahab, is taking the last year, talking about last year, 2025. What do you think are the biggest accomplishments Crescent achieved that
So
2025?
last year we had 3 schools, and this year, Alhamdulillah, I'm happy to announce that we have added another school. In
Mashallah.
that school, when we said that we have added another school, that doesn't mean it's just a registration of a school. It's not like that. We have acquired land, we have erected a building, we have completed the construction, and we are ready to do the inauguration after the month of Ramadan. So I'm ready to go and do the inauguration and hand it over to the local, individuals who would be running the schools. The way we work our school is very simple. We have an organization that we have signed an MOU with. It's known as a Reed Foundation. They are the expert on the ground for providing education, because we are not expert on education. So what we do is we build the school. We ask them that any child that cannot afford to pay the fee, the TCCF takes the responsibility for them. But no child is left behind. Make sure that everyone gets the education needed. So they take care of the administrative projects. They take care of the hiring and firing the faculties and teachers and entire staff. So if there's a shortfall of a budget, we provide them. So we they ask for a building, we provide them building. They ask for uh, furniture, the books, supplies, we provide all of those to them because those are our schools, and we want to make sure that we are the one who are taking care of them. So same thing we do with our hospital. Hospital is more like an urgent care. We have an MOU with an organization called Al Mustafa Foundation, which is a registered entity in US as well as in Pakistan, and they have over 100 mobile units. They have over 100 hospitals. They have over 30 mobile dispensaries. So wherever disaster happened, they are readily available to take it. So they have the management of the healthcare. So we don't take the, we don't want to be the, experts in everything.
Right.
So everything is run by experts whose job is to have a dedicated expertise in their particular field. So this is how we function.
That's amazing to know. And so for this year, let's talk about Ramadan appeal. And this Ramadan, what's your main appeal, I should say? What urgent need should listeners support right now? And and the next question is, which is a segue to this, is how to donate. What's the simplest way for someone to donate today or during Ramadan?
So there are two projects that we have undertaken for this month of Ramadan, and we are collecting funds for that. First one is that our goal is to adopt 35 orphan children. And when we adopt orphan children, what we do is we provide them with the housing, boarding, lodging, schooling. Uh, just like a mother takes care of a child, we take
Right.
care of them. And for that, we also have a MOU with Reed Foundation. They have a boarding, uh, a donor who comes. For example, you donate, and the cost is nominal. It's only $200 for the entire year. That covers the boarding, lodging, schooling, supplies, and everything. So that child is assigned to you under your name, that you are the guardian of that child, and you don't the child doesn't know who is the sponsor,
Right.
but you know it. So at the end of the years you will get the report. The child has been promoted from grade B to C, C to A, or 1 to 2, 2 to 3, whatever grade he is in. Are you ready to sponsor him for the next year, or should we assign it to somebody else? So we have donors who have been sponsoring him year after year after year. So this year goal is to have a 36, because that's what we committed. We didn't want to overcommit ourselves. So we want 36 children to be sponsored in this month of Ramadan, $200 each. And once we get the name of those donors, so that child will be assigned to those people, and they will get the direct information that this sponsorship was done by this guy, and they ever choose to go and visit them, they can see them in person as well. So that's the beauty of our transparency and the way we function. That's goal number one. Our second goal is a little aggressive, but inshallah, with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with the help of our donors, we should be able to achieve it. There was a school that was built by the government about 20, 30 years ago. That was for the girls. So the local residents have reached out to us that they have seen our work done, alhamdulillah. So they wanted us to build a school for them in their territory. So what the goal is to that we want to build a school and a urgent care dispensary, mobile dispensary, alongside. If we were able to acquire land, then our goal is to build a technical college. Now, this seems very probably ambitious goal, but I know there's a huge need for it, because these poor kids from
Right.
these countryside, they go and work different places, and most of them you will see them working in a restaurant, or that's the most that they can excel basically, or they probably be serving as a servant to somebody's home. So what we want to do is we want to provide them some sort of technical skills. We want to make them plumber, we want to make them electrician, we want to make them skilled labor. So even if they were to go outside in Pakistan somewhere or outside of Pakistan, most of the people go to Middle East. Once they go there, they will have a respectable job, and then they will be able to support their families in a better way. So goal is a sort of ambitious, but I am hopeful that where we started and where we are today, and I know, inshallah, with the help of Allah subhanahu
Inshallah.
wa ta'ala, maybe 1 year down the road or 2 year down the road, I may be able to breaking this news to you that we have accomplished our mission, inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah. And what's the simplest way for someone to donate today? And are zakat, sadaqah options are there or no? Are they
So,
available?
so our organization is Sadqa Zakat eligible. Like I said, we have no overheads. The some people we have, by the way, we not to mention we have built, Alhamdulillah, four masajid. Four
Alhamdulillah.
masajid we have already built, but the zakat money that we receive doesn't go to masajid. So
Okay.
zakat money only goes to taking care of the orphans, education, and medication for those who are in need. I got a message early this morning. There was a family that was in need of wheelchairs, because the both husband and wife are pretty much paralyzed. God knows what is the situation of their uh, health, but we are asked to provide them, and that's inshallah something that we will provide. So the best way to send money is our organization is 501(c)(3) registered, based. Their headquarters is right here at in Bedford, and the organization website is thecrescentcharity.org. You can go on the website and have all sort of mode of payments. You can pay by credit card, you can pay by PayPal, you can pay by Apple Pay, or you can transfer funds to the account directly, or you can directly Zelle it to us at thecrescentf@gmail.com. The Crescent, THE, Crescent, CRESCENTF @gmail.com. So you can send directly funds to these organization. And if you can, once you send by Zelle and you just specify what these funds need to be used for, we will make sure that that's where the funds are spent. So that is the easiest and the quickest way. And if you're living in Dallas Fort Worth area and you want me to come and pick up your check, I'll be happy to drive down and meet you in person and pick up the check.
That's perfect. Thank you so much for that information. And I would like to say thank you so much, Mujib Saab, for sharing such insightful information about the Crescent Charity Foundation, about your vision, about the work, amazing work it's doing, and the impact it's creating. To our listeners, I would say that this Ramadan, it's an opportunity to make a difference. So I would say let's support the wonderful initiatives of TCCF, and remember, every little bit helps, and your contribution can bring light to someone's life. So don't forget to reach out through the contact details that Mujib Saab has provided earlier, and make your donations count. Thank you once again, Mujib Saab, and all the listeners
Thank
tuning in.
you, Amar Bhai. Thank you. And
Thank you.
thank you,
Thank you.
Radio Azad, for giving us the opportunity and providing us this beautiful platform. We have been partnered with them since
Yeah,
last year, and support has been amazing. And like I said, no donation is less or more. Every
absolutely.
penny counts, every dollar counts.
Yeah,
Whatever you can do, pay zakat. And think about this. While we are living in this country, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us with so many things.
right.
Let's not forget those that who are waiting for even one morsel of food on a daily basis, and that's the only source that they have to survive. So
Yeah.
let's look out for those. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much, Mujib Saab. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Said, Walaikum Salam wa rahmatullah.